Go get your brushes, go get your paint. This is how you do it the Shoshie way. I'm gonna teach you, be ready to learn. Cause when I'm done, it's your turn. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch your clothes. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch your clothes. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures, we paint miniatures, we paint miniatures. Turn on, tune in, hear all I say. Watch real closely, enjoy your stay. You'll see me painting from up above, and if you like it, give it mad love. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch your clothes. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch your clothes. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures, we paint miniatures, we paint miniatures. We paint miniatures, we paint miniatures, we paint miniatures. We paint miniatures, we paint miniatures, we paint miniatures. We paint miniatures, we paint miniatures, we paint miniatures.
Hey guys, it's Shoshie from Shoshie's Minis. Let me know if you can hear me. Amberden sent something in the chat about there not being any music, and I know OBS just had an update, which could mean all my settings got reset. It's a giant pain in the tuchus. So just tell me what you hear. Can you hear my background music? Can you hear me? I know you can see me because I can see me. So hello, welcome. It's Friday, Whip Trip Friday. Sorry, that's loud. Whip Trip Fridays today. We're gonna do some pictures in the Discord. So if you have any pictures of stuff that you want to show and tell on the stream, yay! Hype, hype, hype. We got McLeod, Amberden, Demonical Demon. Wait, Demonical Man. Demonical Man. Is that right? Demonical Man, my good one is here. McLeod, our staff. What else? Anybody else new? Yes, you can hear me. It's all good. We have music and voice. I don't know what happened, Amber. I don't know why you weren't able to hear my intro music. That's weird. Something to do with my awesome tech, which is not awesome. At least you can hear me. Today we're going to be painting the monk from Lion Tower Miniatures. That's ltminis.com, where you can download STL files for a small fee and be able to print your own minis. Yes, this stream is sponsored by Lion Tower Miniatures, which has been awesome. Yay! Teviston can hear me, and Jamie G, hello. Let's take a look at this monk. Now, you guys, here's the monk. Isn't he cool? Got a little, what do you call it? Like a, kind of like a double-handed staff mace. Does anybody know, is there an official name for this kind of weapon? It's kind of cool, though. Double-ended mace, staff mace. I don't know. May have been on your end. Oh, okay. Possibly. Was anybody else able to hear my intro music? I was able to hear it. I want to show you guys. So these are the other miniatures in this line that we're going to be doing blind auctions for. We got this guy done. This is the War Forged Barbarian. He's sort of like a little stick golem with armor, with a little cool dragon thing over his shoulder, like a piece of dragon instead of a pauldron. And I got him all fixed up, and then I finished this guy last night. He's the male barbarian. I kind of need to work on his eyes a little bit, but other than that, I'm really happy with how he turned out. You guys like him? Sorry I wasn't able to stream him. I wanted to get some of these done because we don't want to be painting these all the way up to Adepticon, and I still want to be able to do this blind auction. And then this guy, this is our paladin, male paladin that is. He's all done as well. So, and then these are the last two. These are not going to be for blind auction. These are for Lion Tower. They hired me to paint 2 miniatures. And the male and female cleric are those 2. So if you want those, you're going to have to go to Lion Tower. All right, let's paint this monk. I have to sneeze. It's always a thing. I think it's dusty in my studio. All right, I'm going to show you guys here. Here's the monk. Just make sure that's not like a little print sprue that's on there. It's like just a little. Here's the monk. I'm going to send you guys the picture. Yes, it is Whip Gallery Friday. Do !whip trip. Let me do it for you. This should get you into the gallery, or sorry, get you into the Discord. There we go. Boom. And go to the gallery, go to live image gallery, and that's where you're going to post your pictures. See, live-image-gallery, hashtag. It's right there on the side. And we're going to do that later today, which will be really fun. So I have a photo. I'm going to do the coloring off of this guy. It's a Shaolin monk. Let me see if I can put the link in here and post it for you. So you can see the colors I'm going to use on the monk. There we go. Oh, it's not letting me set a big... Let me change this. Hold on, cancel. Okay. Put it on here. How's everybody been? Does anybody have any plans for the weekend? There's the link. Hi, Lamunis. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. We're going to be painting this Shaolin. I just posted the link to the picture of the guy that I'm going to be using. I'm going to start with his skin. And I'm going to use this ivory color and probably the ivory and the flesh mixed, and a little bit of this golden brown, which needs to be shaken. Feeling better? You have a bust painting class with Kefa. Yay! I love Kefa. Give him a big hug for me. Are you going? Is he coming up to you, or are you coming down to Indianapolis. Sneaky Tiny Small. Hi. That's so cool. Tell Keva I said hello. Mark Goodwin's taking a break from a bit of burnout. I don't know how many more Stormcasts. Oh, I know. Have you thought about doing just a little building during your burnout period, Mark? Because sometimes just building models can give you that break that you need and still creative and still kind of, or you can do something completely different also. He's coming to Michigan. Awesome. That's so cool. You guys should have me come to Michigan sometime. I know so many people there. Robash, hello. You were building yesterday? Okay. Did it help any, Mark Goodwin, or you think you need a break from even that? All right, so here's my monk. I'm going to make him semi-Asian. And I think I'm going to put the yellow underneath the peach to give that kind of warm golden skin tone color. I don't know if this is going to work. Actually, I need some browns to start with. I'm going to take a little bit of this mahogany. I want him to have golden brown undertone. I'm going to mix mahogany and, yeah, that is a pretty tan color. We're going to mix a little bit more mahogany in that. We're going to start with this brown color for his undertones. And it's because it already has that yellow in it. Duff and Disney are going to be taking it together. Awesome. That's so cool. I'm making sure to suggest bringing you in for a class. That would be fantastic. I would love that. All right. I'm going to get to it. His base color. I'm going to see if, yeah, the fingers. I'm going to be teaching a ethnic skin tones class at Adepticon, and my Twitch family here is actually going to get to see a demo of the class before I go. So kind of keep that in mind, that leading up to Adepticon, we only have like 5 weeks left. It's crazy. But here pretty soon I'm going to be painting a lot of the stuff for the class, and then I'm going to have a VOD of it for my students so they can go reference it and be able to, you know, learn it, you know, really learn it. Because I'm going to tell you this, one of the things about Adepticon is such a busy convention. Some people are great teachers and some people are great artists, and not all people are both. And I'm going to be dead honest about that. And so one of the reasons why I want to have videos of my classes is I want to make really sure that my students really learn and they feel like no matter what, that they got their money's worth. So I feel like that's really important, because when I was coming up in this business, I took classes from many individuals, and again, some of them were absolutely worth it, and some of it just never settled into my brain. And I think if I had a video to go look at after the fact to remind me of all the things I learned, it would have been a game changer. That's cool, Lamunas. Yeah, I'm not surprised. He lives in Kenosha, I think, or something like that. Mark says, Monk time, yes. Oh my gosh, thank you, You Will Never Know, for subscribing. You will never know. There we go. And I believe You'll Never Know, you won the last giveaway, didn't you? I think you did. I think I sent it already. So that is on its way to you. So keep an eye out in the mail, because I think it's paint and you don't want it to freeze wherever you are. Actually, I don't think it will freeze where you live. It'll be okay. That's actually a good thing, huh? Either way, keep an eye out in the mail. Yay! You got it yesterday. That's awesome. Let me know what you think of those paints. I'd really like to know what your thoughts are. Yeah. See, we have these subscriber giveaways. For those of you, some of you might not know. I don't know who's watching. Most of you here have been to the channel. But we do these subscriber giveaways, and you will never know, was able to win a whole set of Procryl paints, the expansion set. So, all right, I'm going to do highlights with this. I don't know about this yellow, but we're going to give it a shot. It might be too yellow for him. I'm going to end up knocking it down with the peach later anyway. And first thing I'm doing is I'm just blocking in the bright highlights. So the brown is already there as our darkest shadow, right? Hello, Rumble. Hello, Frick Dino. Heyo. Happy Friday, everybody. Remember, today is Whip Trip Friday. So go to the live image gallery. Even if you're not going to hang out for the whole stream, post some pictures in there because we'll look at it and you'll be able to get some feedback or just show off, whatever you want to do. We like to have show and tell on Friday. Okay, I think mixing a little bit of that brown color with the yellow made a big difference. And now we're building it up so it's not quite so crazy bright. Back in here. So I went 2 steps up with this highlight. So, my nose. And I'm going to get each one of these little fingers. Yes. Okay. Flipping him upside down to get this side of his fingers. Oh, you know what? There is a little piece of flash on one of his fingers. I have to cut that off. Got it. Kiki says, introducing SO to your stream. Oh, very cool. Hello, Sneaky's partner. Hello. Will I be meeting him when I come to the Netherlands at all, Sneaky? Will you bring him to Eindhoven or no? Sneaky and I are going to go see a castle when we get to Eindhoven. And we're going to try some Dutch chocolate. She says the chocolate there's not that good. I told her no matter what, it's going to be good compared to some of the U.S. chocolate. Even the European grocery store chocolate's pretty dang good. She didn't believe me, but she'll see. Thank you. I'm going to bring you some U.S. chocolate so you can try and see what I mean if you haven't had it already. All right, yellow knuckles. Make sure those are nice and bright because we're going to knock this back down with our tan color. Aw, you got the baby with you. You'll never know. Yeah. Do you get some free parent time when you're free from being parent where you can paint very much? You'll never know. Ashkadellen, hello. We can go to Leonidas. It's a very fancy bonbon store. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I wish I could join for the chocolate party. Unfortunately, there's a family event on the same weekend. Oh. Yeah, I found out. So for Adepticon, my roomies and I, we're going to have a chocolate party. It's going to be funny. All right, now I'm making these highlights really bright, the really, really bright ones. Because I'm going to knock it back down again. And I'm going to add a little bit of ivory to it. Brighten it even more. Right, and then we'll add a little bit of that peach, I think. Either peach or, yeah, we gotta add a little bit of peach to it. Okay, now I can, here, I need to glaze this out. I might need some, I'm going to try some of this mixing medium from P3. I find it works really well with this paint. Except for I need one of those, I need a poke. I need a, there it is. I need one of these. A pin. There we go. Boom. I love hazelnut filling. Haselnuss. I don't know how you say it in Dutch, but Haselnuss in German. Megatron, hello, how are you? Going to try to work in some time tonight. Perfect. Good. All right, I've got my medium in here, so I thin this out, and I'm gonna glaze this. Oh, that looks really nice. I love it. Good skin tone. He's got just the amount of golden undertones to give it that kind of like a little bit of an Asian look. Beautiful. Do this side. This side's hard because his hand is kind of covering his face a little bit. I'm going to go in here with this burgundy now, and I'm going to look for places to try and dark line, maybe like in his eyes. This is where we're going to get into the shadows of his face. Yeah, that made it. Leanne, thank you so much for the subscription. Tier 3 at 26 months. You're on a 26-month streak. That is fantastic. Thank you so much, Kat. How have you been doing? Megatron did some work on Space Marines, versions of Buzz Lightyear. Megatron, please post that in our Whip Trips gallery. We're gonna go look at those today. So let me do exclamation point Whip Trips again. Yeah, I want to see. Do you have any photos, Megatron? Post. Wait, it didn't work. Whip Trip without the S. There we go. Boom. Post your pictures. Today's Whip Trip Friday. I want to see everybody's stuff. Yes, awesome. I'm excited. All right. Glasses are currently off. I've got my burgundy, and I'm gonna get my dark shadows here. This is so important. I didn't realize how important like dark lining is. It really makes everything stand out, but you want a real thin dark line. All right, I gotta get this side well. And kind of did some, you know, in the what are these called? Sublingual folds, or I can't remember what they're called, but there's a official name for these lines, and I'm painted them in a little bit on him so that you could see them real well. See him turning them in. Let me put some of this burgundy in his hairline so that that stands out. I'm using the burgundy because his hair is gonna be black, but I don't want a harsh black line between his skin and his hair because it will look too harsh. It'll be like a transition from the burgundy to the black. Nasolabial folds, you got it. A mad genius. I love it. I love it. Not worked on your app, you're just crashed. Oh no, it just crashed on your tablet. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me try giving you a direct link and seeing if that helps. I'll try just a direct link instead of that having to go through the bot. Maybe it will help. Okay, invite people, copy. This link I'm sending will eventually expire. That's okay. Boom. Here we go. Try this link. Control paste. Try that link, Megatron. Sublingual are the ones in the mouth under the tongue. That's, yes, sublingual means under the tongue, which is lingua, tongue, sub, under. I get you. I loved biology. When I was taking biology, I loved it. And I liked learning all of the different parts. Hold on, let me get on camera. Love learning all the different parts. But then, like, you know, it's been a long time since I've been in school. Long time. And that stuff leaves your brain eventually. You store up stuff like facts, cat facts, you know, like things that don't matter. So funny. Notice how I'm putting my two fingers together. I've got my elbows on my desk. So I'm creating 3 points of support. I put two fingers together and I'm able to do careful lining like this. And that's how I'm able to kind of keep my brush steady by having my elbows on the table. It makes a big difference. Our good one says, just so everyone knows, if you're trying to open the link with your mobile phone, you must open it in Chrome first and then the link will work. Oh, okay, try that. Yeah, Discord is a funny thingy. But thanks for the tip, Mark. Maybe people will have better luck. So try opening it in Chrome and then see if it will open for you. That's what Mark Goodwin suggested. All right, I'm gonna put the lines in between his fingers as well. There. And then this side, lines, dark lining, everything. There's a separation between okay, and now we can do some more highlighting. A little bit right here on this thumb. See, once you get that dark line in there, that becomes point of contrast. A little too peachy to me. Better. Okay, now I need a little bit of ivory and a little bit of this peach. It's gonna be my final highlight here. Highlight under the eyes, on the nose. His little baby ear. He's got a tiny ear. And then little points on knuckles. Those are nice and bright. And then on the tips of his fingers. Right. Oh. Look at what a difference that makes. Holy cow. I'm learning stuff, folks. He's going to be a really nice model when I get him done. All right. Again, with the burgundy, I'm going to color his eyebrows. Right. Okay. Now, let's paint his hair. I think we need to do like a dark blue, maybe a dark, let's do, I think a dark purple, and then with maybe like light blue. Let's take this purple here. With the, there, ooh. By the way, I got some new nails, this kind of glittery blue. I cut them pretty short because I'm trying to grow them all the way out. When you go to the salon, they'll take a Dremel and they will Dremel down your nail to make it smooth. But the thing is, for me, I already have pretty, what do you call it? Pretty thin nails. And so when they do that Dremeling, it makes them too thin and then they break. So I'm in the current process of growing out my entire nail, but I had to cut it in order to do that so they don't break on me. Same thing happened. You hate the tablet version of Discord. It has so many bugs. Yeah, sorry guys. All right, I'm taking a little of this purple, a little bit of this black. I think I want to add some of this green because purple and green make a real pretty kind of dark teal color. You'll see. When we did this whole mixing thing last time, if you want to go back and look at last Wednesday's VOD. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. That's dark. Here, let me rinse and just do strict because I had black in that and it muddied it right away. Let's do green and purple. There's my dark teal. Ooh, I like that. That'll be my highlight for my black. Let's do that. Let's do the black and the purple together. And that'll be his hair. Again, glasses are off. See, and that little bit of burgundy that we already had in his hairline is really helping make a transition so it's not an abrupt, you know, skin to black into blackish purple thing. It's got that little bit of burgundy transition. He's got just a little tiny bit of a, what do you call this on the side? Like kind of like a face scruff. Not quite a beard because it's just on the jowls. Hi, Nixon Minis. Nixon, we need to make another paint appointment. We need to do that. Why don't you message me so that we don't forget to set that up? I got a lot of time this weekend. Oh. There we go. His eyebrows are kind of thick. That's okay. All right. Get this ponytail painted. So. That looks good. Now, my super cool blue highlights. He's got little rows of hair, and I just want to add just a little bit of ivory to this and see if I can make that into a dark blue gray. Yes. Okay, so what I'm doing here, created a dark blue gray highlight. And I'm just doing the apex of the hair. So like, treat it like the highlight is on the brightest point of the hair. Already looking cool. We're gonna treat hair like kind of like non-metallic metal a little bit. We want that extreme contrast here. Now I'm flipping it. I'm using the light from my overhead to help me see where I need highlight. Ah, is it gecko time? Not quite gecko time. We will get out of gecko. Absolutely. We'll do it when we've got about 40 people. Somebody keep track. If we get about 35, 40 people, we'll do gecko. Geeky girl, hello. Usually midstream we have that many. How are you, geeky girl? Okay. There, now he's got his little blue highlights. I'm gonna go in with more ivory and more of this. I'm gonna make kind of like an ice blue. This highlight's gonna be really tiny. Highlight for the highlight. You're gonna see what a big difference this is gonna make. It's gonna really pop. Boom. I like it. Can you see that? Can you see? Let's do this side. Very, very little bitty. A little bit more ivory. I just put a tiny bit of blue in there. And just the tips of his hair to really kind of create that contrast, right? Now, just straight ivory and even smaller. Smaller, teeny baby highlights. This is the part that's going to make it look real professional. That extreme contrast. .28 millimeters. The more contrast you can get, the better. That's pretty. That's high contrast right there. I just put that little bit of ivory. Now, if you go up too high, what? You can always knock it back down with your blue, right? You can always go 2 steps up, 1 step down, knock it back down. In fact, you might want to do that anyway, just to kind of create a smoother glazed effect. Ah, that was not what I wanted. It wasn't tiny at all. Go back down on that one before I goofed it. See how I can glaze it back down, and then we can try for it again. Rough times. Oh, Geeky girl, I totally understand. It's been 3 years since my dad passed, and I'm still getting there. I'm finally like starting to feel a little bit more normal, but it's like, yeah, I understand. If you ever need somebody who gets it, message me, please. I'm here for you. And I'm glad you're here, because we're a good place. We got good people, right? Okay. Little samurai guy. He's ready. Shall we do his... I feel like he needs a little more contrast on his nose. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry, Megatron. Can you... Ooh. Can you send the pictures to maybe Laminus or somebody else who can post them for you? Does anybody here want to volunteer to have a Megatron whip trip with no S on the end? Evanston, there you go. If somebody in chat wants to be able to post Megatron's photos, then Megatron can send them to you through Twitch. Oh yeah, give the link to somebody. Give the link to you can post it here in chat. If you want. Well, you know, you still have to give this. Sorry, you're not a mod. Yeah, send it to Teviston. Teviston can post the link in the Discord for you. We will make this happen. Right? Okay. Let's get a little bit more highlight over here. I'm gonna get my contrast. Just the ivory on the tips of his fingers because I feel like that's gonna catch the light. I think the monk's gonna be really cool. Alright. Gotta keep over the spiral. The spiral is my guy right here. Stay here. It is Whip Trip Day. Yes, it's Whip Trip Friday. Every Friday we're gonna do these whip trips. So if you want a link to the Discord, have one of the mods, or you can try to do ! Whip trip. Looks like my bot is working today. Give him a little bit of pink in his cheek so he looks a little bit more alive. He was looking kind of dead for a minute there. All right, now I'm gonna have him have ivory or white pants, probably ivory pants. Where's my ivory? Here's my ivory. But I need to start with, I'm gonna start with a blue-gray like this one. I'm gonna mix my ivory with it, and this is gonna be my undertone because it will go well with the rest of the colors I'm gonna put on it. Good. Now this is not his final color pants. His final color pants is going to be ivory, but I need to get the blue tones in here so that he'll have some shadows. Contrast all that ivory. Painting over everything at this point because all the little belts and buckles will eventually be painted over. I don't want to get too much on the buckles though, because then I'll lose my detail on those. All right, that's my first. What other colors? Nope, that looks good. Some of the pants is tucked in here. Oh, those, okay, so got some kind of wrap around his ankles. I'm gonna leave that alone. My nose is running. You think you have something finished you haven't shared there yet. Okay, well, please share. It doesn't matter if it's finished, because it is Whip Trip. That means work in progress, so that's perfect. There we go. All right, there's my, now we need to do the dark lining. I'm going to take the black and the blue mixed together, and next to all of the armor, watch what's going to happen. When I do this, I'm separating each element, right? You want to separate. It's going to make such a difference. Underneath the buckle here. And then even on top of the buckle a little bit. And then separate from the cloak from the pants. And then these, I'm just gonna paint these for now, dark. They're gonna be some other color, I bet. Lip, lip. Oh, there we go. Now all of the part under his pants, gonna get some of this dark turquoise. If you are interested, Rhonda Bender, her Facebook page is Bird with a Brush, and I think actually she might even have a website. She's an amazing teacher. She's been around forever, and if you're a very beginner, then she's great to learn from, or even if you're not a very beginner, and just need some refresher on some of the fundamentals. She's fantastic, and she has a blog post right now that talks all about dark lining, and I was looking at it today and I was like, oh, you know, that's something I always leave off, and I shouldn't. It does make a difference in how your painting looks afterward. Does everybody here do dark lining? Try to, or you know, do you remember to? Okay, separated the pants from everything now. Now I'm going to take my ivory and my blue, get a mid-tone. See? We're going to lighten this up all the way to ivory. Try this link, yeah. So he's having trouble getting the app to open with his tablet and his phone. That's the problem. So we're having some other people post for him. That way he can still take part. Whoever posts for him, just make sure that you let me know that that's his work, not yours. Otherwise, I might mix it up. Yeah, it's getting lighter. And then I'm going to use more ivory. And I'm starting at the lightest spot, and I'm highlighting and blending it back into the other color. So it's going to gradually, and then add more ivory. I kind of want to make sure this layer is dry before I go on. Otherwise, it will, sometimes what happens when you keep scrubbing up layers of acrylic is it will kind of crumble on you and make kind of a cottage cheesy, crusty layer. But you don't want that. I put that ivory right up against that dark line. And that's again where we get our contrast. Cottage cheesy crusty layer. Yes, it does sound gross. It's meant to be visual. You know what I'm talking about though, right? When your paint dries and then you end up with a little hole in your paint area where you've scrubbed up too much. Now, my goal here is eventually to get these pants to they don't read as blue anymore. They're going to read as ivory. But they'll have that blue kind of tone to them. Okay. And then a little bit of blue to smooth that out because it needs a little glaze. And wet blend this into that blue then. Now my white is getting chalky, so I'm going to add some of that medium to it because I feel like the medium slows down the drying process a little bit. And it gives it just a little bit of satin finish, and so it doesn't look so chalky to me, because I don't like that chalky look at all on models. Okay. Yep, and then you got to dab little drops of paint on the hole to fill it. Yes, isn't it so irritating, right? So irritating. That's what happens to me because I'm impatient. All right, I'm taking some of that medium before that dries, and I'm smoothing out that layer to be beautiful smooth. See if I can make this even more smooth than it is. See, I already see what we were just talking about this. I don't know if you can see this. There's a little hole right on his knee where I didn't want it. Currently things are ivory. We eventually want them, and now I have to do the paint dabbing just like he was talking about. All right, that ivory looks good. Let's do the tiniest amount. More of this medium in the corner here. Let's see. Okay, so I want this part right here. I'm going to start at the apex. And then I'm going to use that medium with a little bit on my brush and smooth out that line so that's not as harsh. Same thing here. We're going to put the color here. That's where it's most highlighted, and then some medium in my brush with some paint. Medium will take longer to dry, so I can work it a little bit longer. I can push this toward the part where I want that paint to like have kind of a, like I'm puddling that paint, right? Does that make sense? Pants are looking nice. Same thing on this side. There's going to be a little highlight there. Almost dropped my brush. Almost Zab. Whoa, I haven't seen you in a little bit. How are you? Jamie G says, would just mixing the paint with medium on your palette work? I'm using the medium to thin. So let me show you what happens when you mix the paint with the medium. You get that glaze, but it's thin, right? Whereas what I'm doing is a different technique, Jamie. I'm putting the paint down in a thick amount, and then the edge with the medium by itself is causing that, I'm causing that edge to thin out and glaze smooth. See what I'm doing? So I want full coverage, solid paint on the model first. Full coverage in that, because that's the total highlight, right? And I could smooth it out without the medium, but it would maybe get chalky on me. So I'm taking the medium and then I thin that back toward the rest of the model, leaving that big solid highlight there. Does that make sense? Glazing it up. Got you. Yeah. So both are completely different techniques. Now, if I want to mix the medium directly with the color, I want to show you on my nail. This is medium. Oh, that's not going to work at all. Cool. What can I show you on? Let's try it on my finger. Now, can you see how it's a little transparent with that medium? That is a technique if I want to glaze it thin. That would take many, many layers. What I'm doing is I'll put the solid layer down, and then I got the now the medium's all mixed. Hold on. I might have to do this twice. So there's my medium. So I'll try this again before it's drying. There's my solid paint. And then here's my medium, which I'm gonna start over here, and then I'm gonna glaze it back. Well, eventually here, let me use a little bit. But this is what I want to get that blend. See? That's what I'm trying to show with the medium. Because I don't want it to be a solid. I want it to be radiated. Radiated? Is that the right word? Yeah. This would be, so if this were watercolor, this would be called a wash in watercolor, and this would be called a gradiated wash, the other one that I showed you. And I'm gonna take a drink break because I'm thirsty. Oh, Mr. Human, hello, welcome, and thank you for the subscription. 6 months, that's half a whole year. Mr. Human, thank you. HUGHMAHN, Mr. Human. That's some hype. Gradiated, yes. Oops, that's not my drinking water. Luckily it's just tap water, but it's not meant to be my drinking water. This one's my drinking water. It's almost out. This time it's pineapple hint water, pineapple infused. So good. See if I can make my, nope, I missed. All right, so now we've got his pants, we've got that gradiated shadow. I think I'm gonna make that a little bit brighter. I'm gonna put down that paint in another glaze. Right. I'm glazing it toward the part that I want to be the most opaque. I'm gonna take some of that medium to try to eliminate my little crunchy line. Ah! Do that again. Yep. Perfect. Now the back of his leg is a little bit dark. Make sure to get that, because this eventually the whole thing is going to be white, right? White pants, but we start with that gray. Now let's get some bright ivory. This is going to be a whole different value of virtually the same color. There's less green in this one, I think. Yeah, that's bright. See the value? Probably a step apart from each other. And then we'll do white last. All right. Let me know if you have questions. Same thing. This time smaller highlights, right? Because we want this to be even brighter. Concentrating on the middle so that we have the glow gradation. And when I go back and I'm going to re-dark line everything as well to crisp everything up. It's already looking really nice and bright. This is the bright ivory from Procryl. Because we've already got that nice blend in here. This one is a little bit even easier to blend. It's even brighter and it's even whiter. Okay. Time to crisp up those dark lines. Make sure keeping our separation. Our blue and our blue black here. Under this belt. That knee. Go. See how much nicer that looks because of the dark lining? Okay, this side you're going to notice a big difference because it needs it more, even more. Right here. Okay. Okay, let me check on the other colors. I sent you guys that picture of what he's gonna look like. So, okay, so white pants. I'm gonna give him a blue scarf. I think I'll do that middle scarf right here blue, but I'm not sure. I think I need to paint the orange first and then paint the scarf. Okay, so the orange robe is gonna be next. We're gonna start with a very dark brown. Yeah, ooh, even burgundy in spots. Okay, brown, let me see. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little bit of this. No, yes, no, yes, no. I don't know. Let's take some of this dark umber and I'm going to add some transparent brown to it. See what that does. I don't know if it's going to work. Make sure this is nice and shaped. Transparent brown. I like to put this kind of cap on the transparents. Okay, and that should make that a lot more pigmented. Let's take a look. Ooh, yes, perfect. Okay, now it thinned it out a lot too, so let's see what happens. Ooh, that's so pretty. That's gonna be perfect. So that's transparent brown mixed with the umber. Wait, that's scarf. I don't want to paint that brown. Let's get that off there right now. Take that off. Take it off. Take it off. Okay, who here has ever heard of the music group De La Soul? It's really old. I'm dating myself completely by me even bringing it up, but I have to know if anybody here knows about it. I used to listen to them when I was in high school. They are old school hip hop. You have? What do you? Yes, awesome. You guys just dated yourselves now. I loved De La Soul when I was in high school. They had this song called Take It Off. Take it off, off, off. Take those bell-bottom acid wash signed by your mama jeans off. You guys remember that one? Oh, look at how beautiful that settled into that. I love the transparency. It looks like leather. I didn't want that, but that's okay. We can still work with it. You still listen to a set adrift? Oh, that's so cool. You're 41. Do not call me an old lady. I have about 7 years on you, Zab. I can't say anything. If I call you an old lady, then I'm an old lady. Do you guys remember another group? It was a gospel group. I think they won a Grammy, and they were called Take Six. I used to love them too, and it's funny because, like, being Jewish, you wouldn't think I would care about gospel, but it was so good. David was a stripling. It's so good. I used to love them. And talked about by Kipling. Ooh, does he look like a jungle boy? And he sang like a bird. Love them. I had some really off-the-wall music tastes in high school. Okay, I'm just gonna paint this whole thing orange for now. We'll go ahead and do this orange as well. We'll give that some brown. KLM, I remember them. I don't think I listened to them much, but I remember them. No, Take Six. Look them up on YouTube because they're really good. Really good, really, really good. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they won a Grammy. Okay. We're giving this another little coat because it's, like I said, the transparents are transparent. And we're gonna get that worked up to orange in a minute here. We have to have this brown as our darkest layer first. Oh, forgot that shoulder. So Oingo Boingo, do you guys remember them? Totally different genres. Like I said, I had very eclectic tastes when I was in high school. Listened to everything. Oingo Boingo, They Might Be Giants. That was another really good one. Istanbul, Constantinople. I know some of you in here listen to They Might Be Giants because that was kind of like something other nerds listen to a little bit. You're very wary of the bands with numbers in the names because of S Club 7 before 4 in one direction. Oh, Zab, that's funny. They Might Be Giants still make, I know, and they're still doing tours too. It's crazy. All right, now with my orange, I'm gonna work up to orange. Where's my good orange? This is my burnt orange, and this is gonna be my mid-tone. I think. Take a look. I might mix a little bit of red in that. Actually, let's see what happens when I put some transparent orange in that. I'm just curious. Pretty bright. Oh my gosh. It's okay though. Actually, I want to see what happens when I just layer the transparent orange. Ooh, it's very shiny. Okay. Kind of works though, doesn't it? Keep working with it and see what happens. I think it's pretty. So the cool thing about, Scheisse. Sorry for my German friends. I swear in German because it doesn't get demonetized on YouTube for whatever reason. It's funny. You listen to Oingo Boingo? I love Oingo Boingo. Don't Let's Start was a real ear opener. Yeah. Hey, McNewell, hello. Yes. So when I was in high school, I skipped the one and only time I ever skipped class. They Might Be Giants was supposed to be signing albums over at Record Swap, which was the local record swap, exactly what it said. And my friend Christina and I, like I said, we skipped class. We were in the high school play, and we were able to skip class by telling our teachers that we were going to go work on set. And so we skipped, and then we went all the way to Record Swap to find out that they weren't there. We were really mad, and then we walked all the way back and just went back to class because we were just good students. You know, it's so funny. Nobody knew we were ever gone. We never got caught. So funny. Wait, Oingo Boingo was a band? Oh yeah. You heard an anime and you thought it was a silly made-up name? Yeah, maybe they had an influence. Oingo Boingo was the name of the band that Danny Elfman had, and he had to quit because he was the leader of that band because he got severe ear damage from the touring, and the doctors basically said, you know, you have to quit. And Danny Elfman now does a lot of soundtracks now, right? Because he can control the ear stuff. All right, that's an interesting look. I don't know if I like that. We're gonna work that up with some more of this orange now. This is the opaque orange. Now that transparent orange is already there, and blend it up, maybe. Yeah, so Weird Science, the song Weird Science is by Oingo Boingo. Weird Science. Pots and pens and, you know that song. I don't know all the lyrics. I'm really bad about lyrics. We're gonna have to do some, see, because we have those blue shadows next to that orange, it looks even darker, right? That looks good. JoJo. I love JoJo. I remember her. If that's a her, I'm thinking, the one I'm thinking of. You like Danny Elfman? Yeah. Dead Man's Party. Yes. It's a dead man's party. I don't know the lyrics to that either. Who can ask for more? Everybody's come and leave your body and soul at the door. Don't run away. It's only me. I didn't do too bad there. That was not bad. Too bad. That could be a thing. Watch this get demonetized now because I'm singing people's songs. So funny. I've heard that happens to people. YouTubers. YouTubers get demonetized. Alright, I need to get in here and get some of these little highlights of his outfit. So remember how I told you we need to go 2 steps up and then 1 step down. So what do I want to do? I'm going to use the peach that is already here and see what happens when we go 1 step down. Maybe this will help it. Peach is in the orange family, so it shouldn't affect it too much. Go even higher. Let's go to this peach and blend it as best as I can with the chalkiness that is a lighter color. Any color with white in it is going to get chalky sometimes. I don't know if this is going to work. Now here's my orange. So it just, see, I just wore a hole right into it. Try that again. All right, I need to let that dry. Then we can blend a mid-tone in there. Let's try this. Peach. It's gonna work. And try the transparent over the top. Ooh, guys. That did work really well. Now it gets a really vivid contrast, doesn't it? Boom. Transparent. Okay, good. That is much, 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 much better. Hey, we got a new subscriber. Licking brushes. Hello, how are you? Thank you for following. Nicholas, it's going well. We love Close Our Eyes. Yeah, that's a good one. Copyright only kicks in after 3 seconds of a song. Fact. That's good. I don't know if I was. Hello, Diomedes. Does that hi mean that you think I'm high? Schmutz. Did I say it? Did I say schmutz? I don't think I said it. You got me to say it like 3 times now. All right, let's do another layer of transparent. Boom, boom, like that. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this peach. I'm gonna do my super cool highlights here. Oops, I'm on a scarf. I don't want that. And then some here. How are you, Diomedes? How's the weather in the Golden State? Is it the Golden State? I don't know. I can't remember if Florida or California is the Golden State. No, autocorrect. Ah, okay, now there's some more orange, and this goes right over that peach, which looks perfect. This is going to be a cool character, I think. Let's use a little bit of this and see if I can smooth this out some. Okay, and same thing. I feel like some of these highlights are a little bit cream. Okay, now with the peach again. And I'm gonna have to go back in with my blue to dark line everything. Because peach is drying out pretty quick. And I'm trying to keep my blends smooth with that peach. Okay, let's see. I need now to fix this a little bit. And now with my transparent, good. Get a nice transparent orange highlight with very little work, right? Okay, same thing with the peach. Again, I'm going to go on the edge of his robe and then blend that up. Ah, no, no. Guys, all my work. Okay, let me do a quick rescue. See if I can rescue this. I think I can. Did you see me totally drop it on my palette? Yes. Okay, so we got we got green all over his face and his hair. I think I can save it. Oy vey, oy vey, oy vey, oy vey, smear. Let's try to fix this part. For those of you guys who want to learn some Yiddish, oy vey smear means, oh my, kind of like, oh my God, but not quite. All right. I think I've saved it. Yeah, that was, I know you guys, big yike. I just want you to know, nothing got on his white pants. Palette always off to one side. Lol, I have done the same. The thing is, it wouldn't matter where my palette is. I'm that kind of klutzy person that it's gonna get dropped, or I'm gonna drop my brush on it. Call it exactly. Call it color harmony. I do need to go back and fix a couple highlights on his hair now, because some of that did lose some of its brightness. Because I don't know what happened, the green covered it. And the same thing, I think I ended up wiping off some of my bright highlights here too. The face looks still pretty good, although I'm gonna go in here with my black and try to get his eyes back on track. Right. So I got news today from the Polish lawyer I'm working with. Also, I'm going to use some dark purple and some dark blue, and I'm going to go in here and dark line all of this. So what they said was that they contacted the Polish consulate in Los Angeles because its district is the one that's over Colorado, which is where my family settled after they immigrated. Is it emigrated or immigrated when you come? I think it's immigrated. Anyway, when they immigrated, so they're trying to get records from Los Angeles just to make sure, you know, everything is kosher. Look at that blue. It's really pretty. That purple, sorry, against that orange. Good, good. Okay. I feel like I need more. What did I use for my original blue? I think it was this blue? No. Maybe it was. I think it was. I'm going to put some of that on the palette. Okay. Anyway, they said, it's funny because last month they contacted me and they said, this is the steps we have to take. They have to contact these consulates. And this month they said, well, they did contact the consulates. So now we're just waiting to find out what they find out. And then they're going to have a decision on my case. So who knows? Very soon I could be an EU citizen. We'll see. Look at that. Look at how crisp that looks with the blue. I think the blue is a better choice for dark lining. Look at how crisp. One of the things that Rhonda was talking about in her blog post, she's saying, like, which is the better model? The one with the dark lining or the... Fuck. Oh. You didn't hear that? I'm so embarrassed. I'm getting the orange. At least this time it's orange. I know. Oy vey. Not going to. No, Lunas, don't. Oh, so embarrassed. Okay, let me contain myself. All right, palette is going to get turned over this way because I keep dropping it in the same spot. So, oh, quick and random painting, yeah. Okay. Oy vey. I think you should make it up to us by getting out a gecko. Yes, it is now gecko time. We'll get out a gecko. Thanks for the distraction, Rumble. So she is dangerous with the wet palette. Yes. Okay, we're gonna get out a gecko or maybe two. We'll see who's out, who's available. Oh, good. They've been eating the dubia roaches. That's good. They're both out. Oh. Ginger Biscuit looks like she's going to be shedding soon. I'll show you what she looks like here in a second. Ginger Biscuit. All right, I want to show you. Look at how pale Ginger Biscuit looks. See her armpit, how it kind of looks like she's kind of getting, she looks really kind of chalky and pale. She's getting ready to shed. And then there's Peppercorn. Oh, so cool. Usually, Ginger Biscuit is more peach and not this white. It looks ghosty, kind of like, yeah, see how her tail is kind of chalky looking? Double gecko, she's so pretty. Geckos. You're gonna get down, huh? What are you gonna do? I got too many geckos. Hold on. They're not climbing on each other now. Stop climbing on your sister. I don't even know if they're really sisters. I don't think they are, because... Oh. All right, you want it. She wants back. I'm going to put peppercorn back. This. Oh, look, it's shed. She is starting to shed. That is where her skin is starting to break. See that piece? What this means is I need to like super mist down their tank so she has a good shed and they have enough humidity. So currently there's not a ton. Put some water in there a little bit. Let's give it a little extra moisture. There we go, Biscuit. We don't want you all dried out. So next time we get it, I'm not gonna mess with it. When they get kind of grouchy when they're getting ready to shed. Yeah, I mean, geckos don't really like anybody. Geckos have kind of leave me alone kind of personalities. I just want to be under a rock. They seem like they get along really well though. I mean, they've always been together since they were really itty bitty. And they don't ever fight or ever have any aggression. Females, 2 female geckos, fat tails, not leopard geckos. Leopard geckos are way more aggressive than, you don't want to cohabitate leopard geckos at all. A lot of gecko people say you should not cohabitate any geckos, but these were always together, and their owner, you know, it's not like they were from two separate areas and then they were eventually put together. You wouldn't want to do that. They get along pretty well. So yeah, Ginger Biscuit's getting ready to shed, and so most likely she will shed tonight. And the next time you guys see her Monday, if you want me to get her out Monday if she's available, you'll see how pretty she is. She'll be all fresh with new hair, new skin. Don't drop them in the palette. Smarty pants, Zab. Let's play a song from the song library. Give me 1 second here. Turn that off, and we're gonna turn on. What song did you put? Let's see. Chill EDM. We can definitely play some chill EDM. 1 second. See. Go. Hold on. Go. Which channel? Stream playlist. Here's the chill EDM track. That sounds good, huh? Dora's Sat and Nardsta. Wait, somebody, Jora Sat and Nardsta. Enjoy streams. You mostly watch the archives. You feel the need to give some feedback. Your camera always seems to be out of focus. Yeah, let me see if I can fix that for you. I mean, it is a difficult thing, definitely. We don't have the best setup in the world. All right. So that looks out of focus. That's definitely out of focus. I think what it is that it doesn't autofocus. So sometimes I'm here, sometimes I'm there. I do my best. Let's see if I can fix it. I'm overhead. These. And also, I'm not a YouTuber. I just post my VODs to YouTube. I know I wish I could make my videos better for YouTube, but we'll see. Let's see here. This is focused. Slightly better. The other thing is I kind of have to balance having my paper out of focus and my mini in focus. So probably as good as it's gonna get. Try that. Is that better? Looks great so far. Thank you, Lazy Lazy murmurer. 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 There we go. Night, Amberden. You have a good night. Yeah, get some sleep. Jora, do you have any other feedback on this right now? It looks like it's in focus now. I try. I really do. I try to focus it every single time. Okay. What else? Let me look at my picture here. Okay, that's going to be a bright blue. So this is this blue and maybe this blue are going to be my scarf picture. So that's going to cover where I dropped it into the All right, I'm not hearing anything from Jora. Hopefully check around. Give me a little bit of more feedback. So this is gonna end up being more of a lighter blue, but we gotta have the dark blue on there first. Seems better. Like I said, I try. It's very difficult to paint on stream with the setup that I have, and my husband is the tech guy. I originally didn't even want to stream at all. I told him, I said, I'm not going to stream unless you set this up. And then, you know, he set it up, but then I'm kind of left to my devices, and I don't get a ton of help after the fact. But I'll talk to him about it. We need to maybe work out something else. I'm not a huge fan of having this camera right in front of my face. I mean, you can see it blocks my face. I had to get brand new overlays, which cost a lot of money in order to have a palette cam, so that's a plus. But yeah. Can you hear the frustration in my voice from hearing your feedback? I want to, you know, give the best possible quality that I can to my people, and it's a bummer when I feel like I can't do that. I try. I guess I'll have to do some research on my own and find out. I don't think OBS is the best thing either. I don't know. It doesn't let me adjust my settings too well. The other thing is that every single time I have to, OBS doesn't keep my settings, my focus settings. Every single time it will delete them. And so I have to set everything up every single time I stream. That is super, super frustrating. All right, there's his scarf. Looking cute. I like that. We have to work on the back. I never want to work on the back of a mini. You don't mean to upset me? No, I appreciate it. It's just that often I don't know how to fix it. It's like something I have to ask my husband, and it's difficult to get that from him because he doesn't work from home like I do. And I probably wouldn't be streaming if it weren't for him. All right, I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. I'm gonna use a little bit of this wet blend so that creates a little bit of a mid-tone thing. Tell me the blue blob on my paint, what? No, it's not wet. It's pretty dry, actually. We'll get it. All right, this is dry, so we can put that beautiful transparent down. You love blue and orange as a color scheme, and especially, yeah, it's pretty intense, isn't it? Usually looks good together. I'm using the opaque paint to create a midtone. I need to go back in with this brown. Ugh. And also, don't take it personally that I've like already dropped the mini into the palette twice. So it's not, it is definitely not you. I'm just having kind of an off stream day. And that is making things challenging. I accidentally swore on stream. I don't usually do that either. That was funny. There we go. I will have to make some kind of appointment with Mike to get him to work on my stream, because pretty much he's not really involved with it anymore at all. See what I can do. Boom, boom, boom. Trying to blend this in. Working with that peach is difficult. All right. Try this, yeah, orange one more time. Oh, there we go. Nice and bright. Yes, yes, yes. Much, much better. It's really bright, isn't it? Looks like a Dragon Ball Z character. Okay, quick. I'm gonna get the other blue. Is that the other blue? Sky blue. Dropping the mini is good content. I didn't mean to. Yes, it is good content. Did you see how many people commented after I did it? It was really funny. And then Lamunis is like, must not clip, must not clip. You know, he really wanted to too. Exactly. Ah. This is a very pretty blue. All right, we're gonna lighten this up. I'm not good at painting blues. I'm gonna give it a shot. See, that's pretty. Just happens to be that these two blues are perfect together. And I'm positive that's not a coincidence. Oh, he's cool, isn't he? Let me see some emotes if you like how this is going. I need some encouragement. Help my morale, people. Ah. Aw. Thank you, Zagtana. Good. Somebody likes it. Look at how pretty the contrast. So we've got a couple different contrasts going on. We've got the contrast between the shadow and the highlight. We've got the blue and the orange, which look really good together. Can you imagine rolling up with this guy in your D&D game? Can you imagine winning him in the blind auction for like $10? Probably will go for more than that though, because he's gonna be really epic looking. Like I said, we're gonna do this blind auction with these minis, these Lion Tower minis, and you can bid whatever you want. So you can bid, you know, as much or as little as you feel like you can afford. And the person with the highest bid will get the mini that they bid on. And I'll be posting a link sometime soon once we get everything done to set all that up. And then we'll do like a reveal to see, you know, who bid on what and everything. It was fun the last time we did it, and I think it was pretty successful. We had a lot of people. Burke Dino, did you ever get your mini? I think you did, didn't you? You still here? That was one of the last ones to be sent out. That one and the one to Portugal. I sent one to Portugal. Pretty. Aw, thank you guys for the emotes. All right, Lamunis. Oh yeah, get that colloidal silver stuff. It's good in your wet palette too. You received it in the awesome pink wrapper. Yeah, that's kind of my trademark. I like to do that. 9. Who has that 9? Oh my God, I need that. I need that 9 emote, and I also need a schmutz emote, don't we? Schmutz. Yeah, we need a schmutz emote like yesterday, don't we? All right, I added a little ivory. Now I'm gonna do very small highlights on this blue. Right here. And then I'm going to try to see if I can glaze it back down a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. Subtle. A bit more. It's not doing what I want it to do, so we're gonna figure something out. A dropped emote featuring this poor guy. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Critical Role is the one who has the 9 emote. Okay, nice. Hi, Duchess Venom. Might have to check out Critical. I've never watched it. Heard it's good though. I'm gonna try this one. This faded ultramarine has a little purple in it. But let's see what this looks like as a highlight instead of that light blue. I'm gonna take my glasses off again. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's try this. Oh, that's pretty. Now, I don't know what to think. It's the same value, so it does something though, doesn't it? It does something, but it's not this. It's got purple in it, but it's the same value as the other blue that I had on here. Just adds some kind of, I don't know what it does, but cool. Now let's try this lighter blue and see what happens. Parts. Ooh, it's pretty. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing, but it looks pretty. Lamunis. He just left, didn't he? Darn. I was going to tell him that we need to go to, there's a Japanese store in Chicago that he would love. And what was it called? Can't remember. Mitsuya. So good. I think he would love it. I think I'm going to try adding a little of this yellow to this blue and see what happens. No. Ooh, that might be interesting. Oh. Oh, no, no, no. We need ivory. Yeah, that's better. That's something there. There we go. Something about the ivory after the yellow made it okay. Okay, so what I'm going to try is this dark burgundy in the shadows. There's something about the shadows that are not deep enough for the blue. And I'm going to go ahead and paint the blue right over that as well. So blue plus that burgundy make a new color. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Deepen the shadows. I think that's what it needed because everything looks flat. Don't tempt me with Japanese stores. The problem is there's no way to really catch up. Yeah. There's no way to catch up. There's 5 bajillion hours to watch a VODs. Well, maybe I'll have to just jump in. Oh, Mikolas, we're using all of the Pro Acryl paints. We become a sponsor of, sorry, they are sponsoring me. Creature Casters is a sponsor. And so we use primarily Pro Acryl paints now, and I'm really, really loving them. They're pretty awesome. I'm going to just take the tiniest amount of this orange, see what happens when I put that into the shadows. And make it interesting. Nope, I don't like that at all. It's got to be the red. Yeah, the blue was not making a good shadow. I think that's what it was. I'm going to take this blue and thin it out a little bit and just see what happens when I glaze it back on top. I like that. 2 steps up, 1 step down, right? Yes. I'm not getting my contrast. I need to think outside of the box. Someone once told me that you could highlight with the complement as long as you add white. So I'm gonna, what happens if I highlight, drop brush today. Klutzy Shoshie is Klutzy. Let's highlight it with this peach. See what happens. Maybe we'll get something interesting happening. Add a little bit of this blue. Okay. Add a little bit of blue to that and see what happens. No. For me, blue is the hardest color to paint. All right, I'm just going to be cheater, pumpkin eater. I'm just going to do this with my blue. We're just going to keep it simple, KISS, keep it simple, stupid, and see what happens. I don't hate that at all, but I need maybe white, maybe because the ivory was desaturating things too much. And white is going to give me that intensity I want. There's white on the palette. Think you'd rather have a klutz emote than a schmutz emote? Oh. You know, klutz is a Yiddish word. Did you know that? I'm using a little of the medium with the white. See if I can do this. That's what I needed. Pretty. That might have been what I wanted. Yeah. I needed to go all the way up to true white instead. Look at that. Finally got my contrast. I was avoiding white. Okay. That's it. Take a little bit of this blue and some medium and see if I can glaze this to smoothen this. That's why I was avoiding white, because I was worried about chalkiness. This glaze, we got it. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, what happens when I take some white and I put it on his pants? The glaze medium. Beautiful. That's what happens. So pretty. I know. Nice color palette, great tones and balance. Thank you, Zab. Oh my gosh. Would be good as what? Do I say that much? I didn't realize I even said that very much. Oh my gosh. It would be a cool emote even if I don't say it right. Oh yeah, the white is pretty. Needed that. Contrast. Doesn't it make it makes all the oranges pop more, right? Doesn't it? Am I right? Yeah, he's looking cool. Okay, blue, a little bit of medium. That's the trick. The white. Gotta go all the way up to the white so it looks like silk. You want something to look like silk, you need to go all the way up to the white. Pretty. Something is still off about his robes. What if I need a little yellow? And there's my yellow. Let's do this. Hi, Bolos. How are you doing? All right. Yellow is already a transparent color. We're going to go and thin it over the parts I want to be bright yellow, bright orange. A pretty and I'm gonna there. Anywhere there's a super dark shadow, I'm going to put a little highlight of this yellow. I'm going to pop this contrast. All right, so we've got that. Now let's try the transparent orange again. See if this helps. I'm going to mix a little yellow with the transparent orange to help me. Now the transparents should dry matte, which is why I like them so much. Yeah, that's really better, isn't it? All right, I'm gonna look at the chat in 1 second. I'm on a roll here. I want to ignore you guys though. Bam, bam. We got to do that whole side. That's the side. Now his face is looking kind of not so great. Need to adjust, adjust, adjust. There you go. Yeah, everything changes and you kind of have to work with it. Curious, oh wait, let's see. Curious if you have a minimum bid for your blind bids. No, we don't have a minimum, but you can't bid 0. And obviously bidding $1 will probably not win because somebody will probably bid more than $1. We'll keep the bidding open for a few days. Yeah, we'll do a full week. We'll give people a full week. That way each stream will know, you know, about it and everything. That's fair, right? And I think a week is good because that's, you know, that's usually how I do my eBay bids as well. Okay, this is in blue again. I'm going to go all the way up to white with the medium. Pink. Ah! All right, smoothing this. Now I can go back with the other blue and glaze that back over the top. I'm going to work it back and forth until we get it to the right level of highlight and shadow. But I still need to go back in and shade everything because this got a little overworked. Lamuna says he'll bid up any bid of $1 just on principle alone. I agree. I think that's fair, right? I mean, you guys see how hard I work. You know how you're supporting me in a way that, you know, helps me do what I love for my business and helps me keep doing this. And like I said, I've been losing subscriptions on a monthly basis. So this is a way to help keep me on Twitch and keep me painting minis. So, you know, think about it from that point of view as well. Some people are going to want to get just a mini. Some people are going to also want to help me, you know, earn a living. That's how I will encourage you to approach this, is not as, how can I get some of Shoshie's best work, or some of her speed painted work, I wouldn't say it's my best, for as little as possible. That's not a great way. It's not a great way for me to feel about it anyway. But how can I support Shoshie as best as I can at an affordable rate for me? That's what I would do. All right, I've got my blue in there. There we go. And like I said, Lamunas will come along and outbid you if you try to get stuff super cheap. He'll put like a minimum $10 bid on everything. All right. I will say though that Ferkdino got a fantastic steal last time. He got a mini for $18 of Kingdom Death Mini, and the Kingdom Death Minis themselves aren't even $18, so that's really good. But most everybody else, you know, bid pretty high, so it all evens out, right? Someone else will bid a lot on one mini, and that mini might go for, you know, over 100, and then that will make it more affordable for me to be able to let another mini go for less, right? That makes sense. Okay. See how that red mixes with that blue with the eyeball? That little saturated shadow is what's doing it. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with that reddish color and dark line here. Separate everything, right? A little bit of black in there. Now that black. Don't usually dark line too much with black because then it gets kind of cartoony. But this guy, he looks like a Dragon Ball Z character anyway. Like him. Just paint that elbow. We're going to make the leather around his waist dark burgundy to start, and then I'll lighten it up. Make sure I get everything. Let me check chat. Yeah, Diomedes, we're going to do blind auctions. We did this with the Kingdom Death minis not too long ago. I had 8 minis. We've got 8 Lion Knight minis now. I'll show you 2 of the ones that are going to be up for auction. I haven't based them yet, but these 2, a Barbarian and a Paladin. And then, of course, this guy is also another one, a Warforged Barbarian. And then now this Monk. So all these characters are going to be, I'm going to make a, I'll be posting pictures on Instagram and Facebook and all these other places. And then I'm going to make a web form where if you want to place a bid on one of the models, yeah, 350, yeah. I'll tell you, if you bid 350, Diomedes was, or not Diomedes, Lamunis will outbid you anyway. There we go. He already said he would. Looks really cool. I love that. Like I said, it feels very Dragon Ball Z already. All right, and now I'm trying to, let's get that yellow out again and highlight those. And we'll get the, good. Mix a little bit of that with this. Get some of the transparent right here. Ah! I dropped my brush. I'm very klutzy today. The brush is all the way underneath the table. When do you bid? Probably when I finish these, Kat. Like I said, I'll make social media posts about everything when everything is ready. You guys will know about everything. We'll do a stream about it as well. I'll probably open up the bidding on the stream and such. And you'll all know about it first because you guys are the ones who are probably going to be the most likely to be my main bidders, if that makes sense. All right, I'm going to paint these. Wait, I got to look at his picture. What color do you think I should make his arm straps? I'm thinking maybe white. What do you guys think? I think white. Yeah, let's go back to the ivory blue. And mix some blue with some of this ivory and a little bit of that green. There we go. Or a light tan, that's a good idea. What's the woolen daisies? I've never heard of that. Yellow or ochre? Yeah, let's do ochre. That might be pretty. So that means we do want the brown first, or even the burgundy as a shadow. Will be the base color, and then we'll highlight it with the tan. I'm gonna use the burgundy because it'll pop a lot more. See how rich that is? Plus it'll go really well with the shadows and the oranges. And it's a good idea. Thank you guys for that. That was a good idea. We can do that a few other places. Well, there's a big old cat hair. We've not seen cat hair like that in a while. We used to have cat hair like on a daily basis, and ever since I moved the studio in the new house to the basement, the cat is not allowed in the basement. Super good. Okay, now this arm, it doesn't have any straps. Well, it has a few. I lied. I'll make this whole pad over here brown. Brown burgundy. And I just noticed the underside of his arm should be a dark brown. That, go. Yes, cat hair. We haven't had that in a while. I know, with the way things have been. That's true. That's true. Those are hot, Shoshie. I will bid on them just to own some of your work and support. You guys, that means so much to me. And that's why I'm doing this, is because it's a way for me to, you know, get something while I'm painting. But you know, I don't really want to do top donor. It's not my style. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, look at that pretty orange. Pop. Gosh. And then the cool thing about the blind bidding is if that you bid and you don't win, you don't pay anything. And that's the best part, is that, you know, only the winners have to pay. And I do ask that everybody pays shipping. So you do pay your bid plus whatever shipping is. So you will have to calculate that, you know, figure out what that's going to be if you're from somewhere else. But it really wasn't too bad because a single mini like this is so small. Like the most it's going to be is maybe, I think, $15 to Australia. Was the highest I think shipping was anywhere. It's, you know, for Australia, that's pretty standard, right? I guess if you're from Australia and you really want to get your money's worth, maybe bid on more than one thing. How do you bid on them? Mark Goodwin, I'm going to eventually have a web form, and we'll let you fill out the web form and place bids on whichever ones you're interested in. But I won't be able to do that until after everything is painted. So it's not, you know what, I could start the bidding now, actually. I just have to start the form. Tell you what, I'll get the form worked on, and you can start bidding even before they're done, and you can change your bids. That's the other thing that's nice. You can change your bids at any time. Anytime before the bidding is closed. I like that. This guy is one of my favorites, I think. Might even be able to weigh. No, I wanted to have it blind. That way you just bid what you can afford. I was just thinking to myself out loud that I was like, maybe we could figure out a way so you could see what the current top bid is, but no, I don't want to do that. I just want people to I don't want people to fight over it. I just want you to do what you can afford, you know? Go. I like that kind of lighter yellow color right there. It goes with the lighter blue a little bit. Let's do it over here. Okay, serious question. Why can't nobody make some properly cooked umber? Yes, I've seen that. I've seen that meme, Diomedes. There's a whole meme. It's so funny. There's burnt umber and there's raw umber and there's no cooked umber. I don't know why. I think it's because there's no such thing. It's just umber, right? There's just umber. It's not a cooked umber. There we go. It's getting prettier and prettier as we go. I feel like I want some burgundy in the shadows of this. Over here, the burgundy. This is where the burgundy needs to be, right here. And then underneath that mace thing, the staff. That looks good. Last little bit. I'm sorry, I got in a zone. I'll check chat in 1 second. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of ivory. I can make that yellow a little bit more opaque right there. And then when I put the orange or the, what you call it? Yeah, when I put the transparent orange on it, it'll look really good. See what happens. That looks nice. Transparent orange is my friend. Like that. Okay. Let me go back over here with this opaque orange just a little bit because that got a little bright right there. Better. These are dope, aren't they? Right, just right, umber. Yeah, exactly. Medium rare umber. How do you bid on them? Let's see, we just talked about that. Work on it for Monday. Still have to do whips today. That's true. Let's do whips right now because it's almost 5 o'clock and I don't want to get too far away. So we're going to finish this off stream. But he's looking really cool. We got a lot done in that time. And let's do Whip Trip Friday. Exclamation point whip trips. Please post your photos in the Discord. Oops, let me put it in there. You'd sell yourself for a mini? Rip. There we go. People watching the VOD will be like, bid high on the monk until Shoshie drops it into the pallet. Change the bid low. Shoshie does the saving fix. Change bid to high again. Yes, exactly. I bid $1.293. You like these nails? Thank you. They're really cool, aren't they? They're like, I didn't get them on. So the problem with these nails is the big pieces of glitter make them kind of chunky when you try to go to cut them. So they're not as crisp as some of my past nails are, but I like them anyway. Umber Hulk. All right, what's your stuff? Okay, you sent me a couple pictures via Messenger. You didn't want to leave evidence? Okay, I'm going to check. Oh, my back. I need to do a cat stretch real quick, too. Right. Did you leave it via Facebook? Yes, you did. Undercoat and base coat. All right. I'm just going to look at... Oh, nice. Okay. Now, let's go to the gallery. Hold on a second. I'm going to open up the Discord. And I'm going to get into some of these photos. So, we're going to go to Live Image Gallery. That is where we post. There it is. We're going to go to today's photos. Today is the 21st. Awesome. All right, we got Tevison. Awesome. Grumpy Joe, A.K. Seki. Is that what you call him? Link. Tevison's got some Kingdom Death. He looks like he's almost done with his Archivist. Is it the Archivist? Remember, that book is amazing looking. Link. And then from Megatron is next. We got Megatron's Instagram. Is that your... Oh, yes. That's awesome. That's going to be so cool. Guy's a little Buzz Lightyear Space Marine. Here, what? That's amazing. Hold on. I'm opening everybody's stuff. And then Pun Expected. Okay, I've got enough stuff. We're going to start looking at pictures in just a second. Did anyone see the hair floating too? Where was the hair? Was that... Where was that? Was that on my palette? All right, yeah, let's do a quick cat stretch because my back is feeling really like it needs to be popped again. I think I already cracked it when I got up the first time. Oh, that was my shoulder. Did you guys hear that? Oh, behind my head, of course. There's always going to be floating fur behind my head. Because, I don't know, there's a lot more dust in here in the winter, I think, because we're inside so much more. They look like old style hot rod paint. Yeah, everybody get up and stretch a little bit if you can. All right, now let's take a look at the whip trips. I'm gonna make sure I've got everything set up correctly. This is Old Joe, and hold on a second here. I'm gonna look at see whose this is, because I know this is Teviston's. Okay, now we know. Here we go. This is Teviston's Old Joe from Kingdom Death, and he looks like he's got it just started up. Really pretty leathers. Looks like you just have some base coats so far, but it's looking really nice. He's definitely grumpy. Teviston said that he is, his name is also Kaseki. Kaseki, is that right? All right, next Teviston has the cutest, oh my God, so cute, cutest archivist from Death High. Oh my God, look at these little hearts on her high tops. And this book, now I'm looking at this. This is 3D printed, this tiny page. That is so good. She looks like Velma. Completely looks like Velma. Amazing, that's gorgeous. She's got the cutest little sweater dress. Here she is from the back and her little backpack. And the little bricks. Oh, she's done, isn't she? You got the bricks and everything. Love it. Teviston, good job. For those of you guys who don't know, she 3D printed, so there are sometimes print lines in Kingdom Death models, and there's really not much you can do about it because they're so tiny, they're hard to see with the human eye, so the camera picks them up a lot more. This one is Megatron. Megatron's working on, this is, I believe it's mid-progress, I guess, right? Because but he's working on the Buzz Lightyear Space Marine. Cool. Love it. And this is crazy. Oh, hold on. I want to answer some chat. Big Joe, super cute. She has a Katie booty. She does. Kaseki is a character from an anime, an old buff dude. Oh, that's perfect. So this is really amazing. Spears said, it's very long work in progress. And I think we can all appreciate the craftsmanship, and I mean, this is insanely amazing. You must be a machinist to be able to do that, right? I mean, he's putting together a whole train engine, a miniature scale train engine, but it's not that miniature. It looks pretty big. What is the scale on this, Spear? Are you still here? I can't tell how big it is. It looks really large in the photo, but it could also be small. It could be also be about 6 inches, or it could be 5 feet long. I can't quite tell. That's beautiful. Yeah, it does look heavy. Steam engine, yeah. It looks like, yes, it does look like 6, probably closer to 5 feet. The wheels are about 3.5 inches across. See, it's deceptively, it looks deceptively large, and it's actually not that big. 1/6. It's gorgeous. Yeah, that Space Marine Buzz was really cool. I love it. I have a background, all of my 3D classes in college were metalsmithing and jewelry. And so I can really appreciate if you did this all with metal. That's crazy, crazy good. Now, this belongs to Punexpected, and he says it's Barnascus from Judgment. And it's his first go at a self-shaded style. Let's see, take a look. Cool, look at this. Oh wow, good job. I love the self-shading. Really fun. Ah, wait. Look at this guy underneath him. He's like getting bulldozed. Oh my goodness. Good job. I like the yellow. There's another little angle. Good job. I like the weathering. It gives us some realism. Cool. Very cool. Look at these little rivets. He's got each one of those painted white. There's a lot of detail on here. Cracking me up. This guy getting bulldozed. All right, I'm going to open up some more pictures. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, very top notch, I think. Mini has so many little rivets, it does. All right, I'm going to close down these other pictures. And then we're going to open some other ones up. It looks like we got a good amount of entries today. All right, and let's open up. Dino has some stuff. Let's see what else. Ooh. Oh, that you've come a long way with that, Frick. So good. Oh my gosh. Frick, can you post a quick picture of how it looked like the last time we looked at it, so we can see the progress that you've made? I don't know if he's still here. All right, let's look at Frick. Fun. Look at this picture first. Okay, so Frick is doing a diorama, and I believe, I mean, look at the amount of bits and things. These look like the heads of different aliens on the mantle, or on the, not quite sure, on the fireplace. Coming out of the fire. Oh, they're coming out of the fireplace. And then there's this bug bursting through the floor. And he's got these pods that look a lot like it. There's a drain right there. There's another, like a flower thing. These are really cool. So he's incorporated like real life plant bits with, I love these bricks. They're just this, you can tell this fireplace is about to explode. So funny. And then there's so much detail. I just want to look everywhere. Wow. I'm really interested in seeing how you end up painting this. Is that an oohoo stick? Oohoo. He's got the UV resin. This is going to be fun. This whole, I can tell this model is going to be neat. There's another hole. Good. This is going to be very dynamic. This is just the first picture. Here's the another angle. And look at all this stuff over here he's got. That's all going to go in the diorama from what I think he told us. There's more. Oohoo! This stuff, if you can get it from Europe, the German or the Austrian kind, it's not the don't get the American kind, but you can make the best kind of like spittle, and you know, it's also a pretty good glue, right? Okay. Burke says, I just posted a picture of the one last time. Okay, let's take a look at it. Yeah, very good job. You got to see what he's got in mind, because the first picture that he posted, I want to say, yeah, there it is. It was like the mock-up. All right, so you're going to get an idea of how it's going to look with everything coming out of the chimney and everything. Take a look at this. See? So he's got all these creatures kind of coming out, and then they're going up on this hill. And I can't remember, what were they going to be fighting? This? Oh, is that some kind of space marine? He's got an axe. I can't quite see it, but yeah. Oh my gosh. It's like, welcome home. That's what you need to title it. Welcome home. Let's go back here. Yeah, that's going to be, oh, that's going to be fun. Or extermination time. That could be another title. Extermination time. It rid of the pests. That's great. I'm excited for you. It's gonna take a while, but it's gonna be really satisfying once you get it done. Tyranids and Space Marines. It's a Space Wolf. Cool. Murder Fun Time, as always, has been my favorite. Murder Fun Time. All right, I'm gonna open up some more. Take a look at who's next. Very cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing more of that, Frick. Got a lot of entries. These are so cool. Oh my gosh. Good job, guys. Okay, then McLeod is working on the Dragon King from Kingdom Death. See all the angles. Link. I did my Dragon King, and it's a really satisfying one when you get it done. Are you done with this, McLeod, or is it still a whip? Like some of it. Let's see. Horrible pictures. Can't get the lighting right. Okay, I wouldn't say they're horrible. But yeah, you can see what you mean about the lighting. And let me open up a few more so I have some more to look at. Look at Bolos's 1/9 scale BMW motorbike with a sidecar. We're going to open that up here in a second. My board will let me. There we go. These are amazing pictures too, Bolos. Let me show you guys. This is McLeod. His pray for us all. How come you can't see them? Because I just now let you see them. I have to open them, and that way you're not just seeing me opening images. There we go. There's the Dragon King, and it looks like you're not quite done with the basing because it doesn't look like it's painted, but the Dragon King itself is standing on it, looking good. And I'm guessing this looks like the beginnings of a lava base. I'm taking a guess. Ah, very nice. I like the horns. The horns look good. There's the interior. There's supposed to be like this. One of the things about Kingdom Death, and I don't think this is really a spoiler, is that all of the monsters, including the humans are kind of supposed to be monsters, and the monsters are kind of supposed to be a little bit human. So like if you go back here and look at his hands, see, they're like human hands. So, and then of course human-like teeth. You know, everything about these monsters is a little bit human, and that's what makes things like horrific, right? That looks like kind of a human's back, kind of like a little bit Attack on Titan. Very nice, very good job. Love the coloring, yeah, the skin textures. All right, we're gonna look at Bolos's 1/9 scale BMW, and I just can't get over how realistic this looks. It's insane. Good. He's got weathering on the tires. I'm pretty sure these are not like rubber tires. He just made them look like they're rubber. There's grease on the engine. And it's just the right amount of grease. Just the right amount of shipping and everything. Wow. Look at this over here. A little bit of rust. Just the right amount in the right place. I'm sorry, I get really happy about this kind of stuff. It just looks so good. Little decal. Oh, there's the grease. Oh my gosh. Yes, I remember we talked about that and how that up. That looks amazing. I don't know what to say because it's so good. I just keep saying the same thing. He said, tried a new chipping method where you paint the color. Oh, this is for the next piece. Hold on. He's just so talented. You guys got to see this. And he's also Australian, so he's not going to take any of the compliments very well. You see, was a terrible model to build, but you're glad it's finished. Yeah. The weathering is nice. Yeah, exactly, Lamunis. You're sure you rode around on that out on the open roads. Exactly. All right, I'm going to pop up. The next ones are also by Bulos. And we're going to take a look at those in 1 second. I'm going to show those to you. I'm going to close. See, I have to close images down and then open them. And that way we don't have a frame rate go crazy on us. All right, so he says that he tried a new chipping method on this tank that he's working on, where you paint the chip color over the whole panel and then remove the paint with water to achieve the desired chips. And you like that method because it's easier to go from heavy chips to light instead of doing it the opposite with chipping fluid or hairspray. Okay, good. You're going to have to explain this a little bit because I've never heard of this method. I've heard of the salt and I've heard the hairspray. There's so many different ways of chipping. He's got mud on this thing, so it looks actually proper muddy. How did you do that? That's insane. And then he finished a modern steampunks. Where are you getting these kits, Bulos? These are amazing. Oh my gosh. You're, yeah. Okay, Bulos is amazing. Okay, check this out. There we go. It says his carer showed their son the motorbike, and he told her, "I shouldn't play with my toys outside because that's how they get dirty." That's cute. Oh, the little boy told you how to play with the toys right so they don't get dirty. That's insane. That is real. The chipping. Wow. Okay, so this was before, or is that after? Did you reduce the amount of chips, or I can't tell. Is that before? I think what he did was he went from big chips to small ones, which makes sense. It looks more realistic this way, but I like it both ways. This one looks like it went through some like gravel rain. But you know what, guys, with weathering, less is more. So nice. I like it. One thing I would like to see, if you're still working on this at all, is maybe a few, not too many, but little rust, like streaks that, you know, that from the draining of the water, where it's kind of like how over here, that's kind of like a streak right there. That looks good. Look at the mud, guys. Mud is real. I bet that made a big mess all over your desk too. That is coated. You can hear the noise of that thing trying to go through the mud. Now, does it stay in this texture, or is that before it's dry? Yeah, remove more paint because you like the previous one too. Ah, okay. Yeah. Awesome. Little dials and things. And then this is the spider. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. This kit is really neat. I know you like insects, so that's and don't you own a spider? I feel like you own a spider. Maybe just ants. Beautiful. Look at all the eyes. That's really cool. That got a lot of reactions on the Discord too. Nope, you have ants. Okay. Probably easier to take care of. You got over 850 likes on Instagram for the mud picture. That's impressive. Dang. Good. Okay. I am going to open up some more from Mark. Hold on a second. Let me close down these images again. And then we're going to open up Mark's images. Got some more Sigmar. Are you enjoying the Age of Sigmar, Mark? Are you doing work on an army or just personal stuff? And then we've got some stuff from Miklos. Duchess Venom. This is awesome. Putting up more Mark stuff here. Okay, that's good enough. I think we'll do one more for Dino. Oh yeah, that was the diorama. Okay, so we already showed that one. All right, so this is the last bits of the stuff that we have to show you guys. This first one is by Mark. Come on, click. There we go. Really cool. You've been doing a few griffins, and I think this is the second griffin I've seen you do. Look at the base. That looks awesome. Did you use a technical paint from GW, or did you use like the crackle paint from Green Stuff World? Nice. I like this griffin. That's a great picture. Look at that face. He's so mad. He's like chocobo. All right, this one is by, who's that one by? Duchess, no, sorry. Miklos. It's a Whiz Kids Beholder. And if you ever have one of these guys that's not from Whiz Kids, or yeah, Whiz Kids is the only people who have the copyright, so otherwise it's an iBeast. But I love him. I love the colors. Neat. Did you put those little rays on there yourself? Because I feel like that's not on the original. Cool expression. Ah, GW, okay. Whoa, the spider is almost 3 kilograms. Oh my goodness. Oh, cool, it's a Bluetooth speaker. The spider was a Bluetooth speaker. Miklos says they're optional attachments that you can use on all the eyes or just the magic rays. Awesome. That's cool. I didn't know that. I know that this beholder is a really popular one. I see it all the time and everybody loves painting it. And it's amazing how different people paint it. I like this yellow OSL right here underneath the ray here. And you've got some blue OSL here. Good. This is by Duchess Venom. Very pretty. And you said this is a commission? We're at work in progress for an Age of Sigmar Nurgle Army commission. This is my test model for a drowned diver theme. Very cool. Pretty. Oop, that's too close. So, very nice, Duchess. Does look like a drowned diver, doesn't he? This is another one of Mark's Sigmar. Good. You've got some detail on the face, Mark. That looks really nice. Yeah, I can tell you're spending a lot of time on the face, and that's real. It makes a difference. Here we go. Last one, last picture. Good job. Thank you guys all for sharing that. That was awesome. Yeah, Bullo's asked if they're the 4 elements, and Miklos says it might have turned out that way. You didn't think of it that way before. Ah, okay. Mark says it took ages to do that face, but it's the best. I think it is too, Mark. I think that if you keep practicing, you'll get faster and you'll get more confident, and it won't take as long, and then you'll get more confident and you'll just keep getting better. So have patience with yourself and keep trying to go for that level. Yeah, definitely. And it is almost time to end the stream, so we are gonna look for someone to host. Hold on one second. Mike, I'm on streaming. He's being so irritating. All right, let's look for somebody great to stream. Can you just wait a minute?
I'm really great to stream. Be me.
No. All I already embarrassed myself earlier by dropping my mini in my paint and saying the F word. I know. I know. All right, I'm looking for somebody to host here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna do it.
Go get your brushes, go get your paint.
Ah,
This is how you do it, the Shoshie way.
let's see. Studio J is on. Studio J said he's gonna be. Yeah, let's do Studio J. He might be logging off pretty soon, but he's definitely worth sharing our audience.
You can do it right, Shoshie can.
Give me 1 second, guys. We're gonna be back on Monday, and I will work on the page, the form, so that you can bid. Press that raid button. Like I said, we'll be able to do the blind auctions fairly soon. You'll be able to start bidding, even though these aren't completely done. And I will see you on Monday. All right, guys, take care. Punch that raid button. Bye-bye.